Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Charlie. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make my delicious pepper steak. Now, this is a stir-fried Chinese dish. It consists of cuts of beef like sirloin or flank steak, and that is cooked along with some onions, peppers, and a soy sauce mixture is also added that has been thickened with cornstarch. And you can serve it over rice or pasta or whatever. Now, this is my version of the dish. You can get about a good 4 to 6 servings out of this. It's flavorful and absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all that you'll need to make your homemade beef pepper steak. Let's get started with our ingredients. You'll need 2 pounds of top sirloin steak, or you can also use flank steak as well. Only 1 medium-sized green bell pepper and 1 medium-sized red bell pepper, 1 yellow onion, garlic, some ginger, bean sprouts, soy sauce, better than bouillon beef base, some rice cooking wine, vegetable or canola oil, cornstarch, and for our seasonings, you'll need some salt, black pepper, Chef Paul Prudhomme's Portrait Magic, crushed red pepper, cayenne pepper, and to tenderize our steaks, you're going to need a meat mallet. And there we have it. All right, let's get straight to it. I'm going to get started by chopping half of a yellow onion. I'm going to rinse off my bell peppers off with cold water. I'm going to cut the green bell pepper in half, remove the core out of the center, and I'm going to chop this into medium-sized chunks. Same thing with the red bell pepper. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to cut out the core and remove all the insides out and everything, and cut it into medium-sized chunks. Here I have 2 cloves of garlic. I've cut them in half. I'm going to take a garlic press and press the garlic. And there we go. Here I have some ginger. I'm going to take a potato peeler and peel off the skin off the ginger, only a small portion of it. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to take a garlic press and press the ginger. And there we go. Okay, here we have our top sirloin steak. Remember, you can also use flank steak as well. I'm going to take a meat mallet and I'm going to hit one side of the steak. Flip the steak over and repeatedly hit the other side of the steak with the mallet. This is going to tenderize the steak. Next, I'm going to take a sharp knife and I'm going to cut the steak into strips. Now the strips are a little long, so I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut the strips in half. And there we go. Now I only used half of the second steak, so the other half I just took it, wrapped it with plastic wrap and aluminum foil and put it in my freezer. So it's only about 1 1/2 pounds of steak that we used for the recipe. All right, let's get started with making our cornstarch and soy sauce mixture. So in this large measuring cup, I've added 3/4 cup of cool water. And to that, I'm going to add 1 1/2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm going to take my whisk and stir all the ingredients together. Preheat your fire to medium heat. All right, let's get started with assembling and cooking our beef sauce mixture. So in this small pot, add your cornstarch mixture, followed by 1/4 cup of rice cooking wine, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Stir all your ingredients together. Let this simmer for 4 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alright, it's been about 4 minutes now. Now you're going to go ahead and turn your fire off. Let this cool until it's warm, or let it cool completely. Also, the mixture will thicken as it cools, and for best results you can make this 1 to 2 days in advance. Preheat your fire to medium heat. Alright, let's get started with making our beef pepper steak. So in this large saucepan, I let it get hot for about 1 to 2 minutes. Add 2 tablespoons of vegetable or canola oil. Spread the oil around the saucepan. Let this get hot for about 30 seconds. Add your chopped yellow onion, your chopped green bell pepper, and your chopped red bell pepper. Stir all your ingredients together. Let this saute for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. It's been about 10 minutes now, and as you can see, the seasonings are starting to caramelize. That's exactly what we want. Add your 2 cloves of pressed garlic, your pressed ginger, and 3.5 ounces in weight of the bean sprouts. Stir all your ingredients together. Let this saute for 1 minute, stirring occasionally. Add your steak strips. Wait, hold up, let me break that up right quick. Now let's add some seasoning. Add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of Chef Paul Prudhomme's Poetry Magic, and 1/2 teaspoon of the Better Than Bouillon beef base. Stir all your ingredients together. Pour your soy sauce mixture, just add it all in there. Give this a quick stir. Let's add some seasoning. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of Chef Paul Prudhomme's Poetry Magic. Stir all your ingredients together. I'm gonna cover this. Let this simmer for 6 to 8 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alright, it's been about 6 to 8 minutes now. And our beef pepper steak is now done. Now you're gonna go ahead and turn your fire off. Let this cool for 30 minutes to an hour before serving. For some quick tips, the gravy will thicken as it cools. And for best results, serve this the very next day so that way the flavors can settle and increase overnight. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Beef pepper steak, made by a New Orleans native. You can check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes. Go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah. It's pretty good. The steak is nice and tender, and then you have the flavor of the peppers. And I like the way that the seasonings and the soy sauce mixture kind of brings out the flavors of the overall dish. And also has a little kick to it from those red pepper flakes and that cayenne pepper too. Overall, it's a wonderful, flavorful, and delicious dish that you can try. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.